If women cannot go to a place of work and be safe, then we are denying them the basic conditions of equality. After the principal resigns from this medical college,
He's sent to another hospital.
He's appointed as a principal of another college. Let not the power of the state of West Bengal be unleashed on peaceful protesters. First, on matters of safety, we are deeply concerned about the fact that there is a virtual absence of safe conditions of work for young doctors across the country, particularly in public hospitals. As we know, these are all young interns, they are residents, senior residents, doctors, and most importantly, women doctors.
Yes.
Who are subject to graver dangers and vulnerable.
Yeah, vulnerable.
By virtue of the nature of their
Absolutely.
Because of gender. Most of the young doctors have to put in somewhere
36 hours.
We find that there are no duty rooms available, no separate restrooms or duty rooms available for men and women doctors, for the other nursing staff, for the paramedical staff who are also on duty. And therefore, we must evolve a national consensus to ensure that there must be a standard national protocol. Ultimately, what is equality under the Constitution all about? If women cannot go to a place of work and be safe, then we are denying them the basic conditions of equality. And therefore, we are entertaining this, and I'll very shortly share the way we want to proceed with this to ensure that ultimately, it's not that every time that there is a rape or murder that the conscience of the nation is awakened. We have to do something right here and now to ensure that these conditions of safety are maintained in terms of protocols which will not just be on paper, but protocols which will be enforced across India. We are deeply concerned of the fact that the name of the deceased who was assaulted and murdered, the name has been published all over the media. Photographs have been published all over the media. Video clips, obviously, either before or after the postmortem, have been published, showing her body, after she was subjected to it. Extremely concerning.
Inform your lordships, before the police reached, photos were taken and these were circulated. We didn't allow anything to happen. We cordoned off the area.
Is this the way we provide dignity and respect the privacy of an individual who has lost her life as a young doctor? It appears that the crime was detected in the early hours of the morning.
Yes.
After the crime was detected in the early hours of the morning, the principal of the hospital tries to pass this off as a suicide.
Not true.
Her parents are not allowed to see the body. The parents are not allowed to see the body for almost...
No, Malak, I'm sorry. Anyway, Malak, this is the impression.
Our investigation
We'll have to place the facts before your lordships. We have investigated that. This is not correct.
After the principal resigns from this medical college,
He's sent to another hospital.
He's appointed as a principal of another college.
He doesn't resign. But anyway, be that as
conduct, at the least, his conduct is under scrutiny, and he's appointed as a principal somewhere else.
We have a note on all this misinformation.
The investigation has been handed over to the Bureau of Investigation.
Yes, done. Yes.
We want CBI to file a status report before this court on Thursday. Today, we intend to pass an order. We are setting up, under the authority of this court, a national task force. The national task force will consist of a diverse segment of doctors from different parts of the country. We want them to make us recommendations in regard to the modalities to be followed across India. We're not only talking of the Ajikar Medical College and Hospital, but modalities to be followed all over the country for ensuring safety at the workplace first and foremost, for which our young doctors, the middle-level doctors, the senior doctors are all today on protest and on strike. We would really earnestly appeal to all the doctors that we are here to ensure that their safety and protection is a matter of the highest national concern. Clearly, the autopsy would reveal that this is a case where a doctor has been murdered, where she has been murdered.
Yeah.
The FIR is registered at 11:45 in the night, Mr. Sibba.
Yeah.
And who was expected to
Nobody in the hospital registers the FIR. No, the father registers the What was the principal or the vice principal? What were the authorities of the hospital doing?
They wanted a board, we constituted a board. They wanted a magistrate, we got the
You
magistrate.
don't need to take time for registration of FIR. You don't need a medical board for registration of FIR.
Mr. Sibal, it is the
Application
obligation
was made
of the
before the Sealdah
authorities
court.
of the hospital.
Yeah.
The parents are not present in the hospital when the murder takes place.
Yes.
For one thing, Mr. Sibal, we are very, very concerned. Let not the power of the state of West Bengal be unleashed on peaceful protesters.
Well, I give to your,
Lord,
we have
why-
videos of
Protest
all that
is
happened.
unleashed.
People, whether they are doctors, civil society, lawyers, people who are protesting, so long as there is no act of destruction of.
We have videos. We agree,
Let there not be the power of the state unleashed on
agree.
peaceful protest.
Manoj, I agree, and that has not happened. 1 second. We have videos which we have placed, which we'll place before your lordship. And Manoj, what happens is political parties get into the act and this is what happens.
Medical professionals have become vulnerable to violence. With the involvement of systemic issues for healthcare across the nation, this court has had to intervene. Women are at particular risk of sexual and non-sexual violence in these sittings. Due to ingrained patriarchal attitudes and biases, relatives of patients are more likely to challenge women medical professionals. In addition to this, female medical professionals also face different forms of sexual violence at the workplace by colleagues, seniors, and persons in authority.